What is going on, folks? This is Antoine here with Corporate Lifestyle and Tech, and today we're going to be doing a live preview of the BET Plus streaming service. We're going to go over the pricing, the available streaming devices, what you can, what you cannot do. Then we're going to hop on over to the interface and take a look at the content they have to offer, and just browse so you get a real life feel of how it is before you or if you decide to sign up for it. And as always, folks, if you enjoy the content, or if you're learning anything, or you just want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. So let's start off with pricing. So BT Plus is $9.99 per month. Right now they're offering a 1-week free trial. Now BET Plus is an on-demand content provider only. So there's no live TV options. It's not like BET Now. If you're familiar with BET Now, you know that you can watch live TV with BET Now. BET Plus is not the case. You cannot watch live television. It's on-demand content only. Now, as far as available devices, you can see right here you have the Amazon. So it's available on the Fire Stick, your iOS devices, your Apple phones, etc., your Google Play stores or Android TV boxes, your Air TV Mini, your Apple TV, and your Prime Video, the Prime Video channel. We're going to get into that in a second. One thing I do want to say is it is not available on the Roku player as of now, so keep that in mind. But you can download it on Android device or your cell phone and cast it. Now they do say that the only way to cast is using Chromecast, but I'm gonna do some research on that and see if it's another way to do it. I'm pretty sure it is. So Prime Video. So one thing they do mention is that with Prime Video, if you sign up through Prime Video, that is separate, meaning that okay, you have the app in the app. Say you get the app in the Apple Store. Now, if you decide you pay for it, you get the free trial or whatever. Now you decide you want to watch it through Prime Video. That's a separate entity. You will have to pay for it in a Prime Video as well. That's something they do mention. So you can't just buy it on Prime Video and be able to watch it on any other device, and vice versa. But if you buy it on an Apple device, you can watch it on an Android device or a Fire Stick. It's just Prime Video is separate from every other option out there. That's something they do mention. So let's go down. Of course, they have exclusive content like the First Wives Club and Bigger, which are coming soon. That is coming. It is completely ad free. It is not available everywhere as of yet. Like I said, it's not available on the Roku, and it's not available to watch on your web browser. That is not available as of yet. And before we hop on over to the interface, you can watch it in Puerto Rico. There's a couple of other places you can watch it within the U.S. territories. Now, if you are outside of the U.S., you can watch it if you are on a military base. So you can be outside of the United States and watch it if you are on a military base, and I guess connected to their Wi-Fi. So let's go ahead and hop on over to the streaming device, and we're just gonna browse through the content. All right, folks, we're on the Air TV Mini here, just browsing through the interface. And very simple layout. Again, ad-free, over 1,000 hours of content at launch. So they say they're gonna be adding more content monthly. So that's great to hear, because the Comic View selection, I'm not too happy about it. They only have one season of Comic View, and they don't have the one with Bruce, Ricky Smiley. Going back to all the Comic Views that that made Comic View great. Rodney, man, the list goes on. But just browsing through the content. Martin, of course they're gonna have Martin. Boomerang. I didn't see Girlfriends, even though it's mostly a female show, a lot of men watch that show. A lot of sexy women on that show. Tracy Ellis Ross, of course. lot of different. I remember Kimberly Elise was on there. The episode where she had AIDS. So, but I digress. But just getting into it. So, but they do have other content on here. Like I said, they adding more content. Seeing Hannibal Buress, you have Keyshia Cole. I remember watching this show back when I had cable. Terrell Owens show, TO show, back when I had cable. So it's definitely some content on here that I can definitely catch up on. But for the most part, I would say it's about 5% of the content on here that I'm actually interested in. When it comes to movies, you see we got Boomerang down there. Coming to America is on here, but I was disappointed that the 5 Heartbeats wasn't on here. They got The Temptations on here, which is a great movie or great miniseries. But they don't have the 5 Heartbeats, Dead Presidents, Higher Learning. Some of the polarizing content that was available, for or that I would say my African American people watch. Minister Society, I wasn't that big of a fan of that. The gangster type movies, Boys in the Hood, even though I watched it, it didn't really hit me like that or strike me as something that was just like, oh man, I need to watch that. I grew up living in that type of environment, so I just didn't need to see that type of movie, But different type of content. Of course, you got the First Wives Club, which is an original movie on here. Of course, Malik Yoba in the joint. The sexy Jill Scott on there. You have Being Mary Jane, Gabrielle Union. That's coming. That's I believe they only have one episode on here. It's more to come. Even though they just launched, it's kind of the content is everywhere. I'm in my mid-30s. And I like a specific type of content, and it is not reality TV, like the Real Housewives. I do not watch that type of stuff. I'm into the more of the, I would say, positive type stuff or stuff I can relate to, But Keyshia Cole, T.O. show, Martin, I can see myself watching. The documentaries, I can see myself watching. Something with Cedric, something with respect, I had to say something with respectable individuals in something that doesn't have a bad rap, especially Hannibal Buress. I love his content, anything he has to do, especially that PETA episode, that was hilarious. When he asked the lady, she was 40 something years old, she had a roommate, but, that's something else right there. But, folks, let me know what you think about it. Have you tried BT Plus? Again, I had a person comment, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that's not on here. The Cosby Show, that's not on here. Even the shows like In the Heat of the Night, BT never air anything like that. But In the Heat of the Night, that was a great show. Good Times, Sanford and Son, can they get that? Where is Sanford and Son playing? It was on Crackle, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Sanford and Son, Jamie Foxx show, can they get that? Will that happen? Remember, BT is owned by Viacom. So hopefully within the next couple months or before the end of this year, they have some real black content on here. I'm talking about, like I said, 5 Heartbeats, Higher Learning, Dead Presidents, caught up with Bikini Woodbine, even caught up, have that on here, 3 Strikes. Friday, one of the Fridays, Q probably taxing for Fridays, but have Fridays on there, maybe even the big 3 on here, really support your community. If you want this platform to really sustain and grow, because from what I'm seeing right here is just another streaming service, and on top of that, they're $10 per month. ESPN Plus is only $4.99, and you have a lot of great content on there that really hits people. But this content is just all over the place. You have reality shows, you have maybe they know their demographic, but I would say this BT has been fell off with a lot of people. Don't they have the Eddie Murphy content? Tyler Perry coming out with more content, but I don't think really it's a lot of people. I don't think Tyler Perry's content hit different genres of people. I don't think it hit different groups of people because at one point I liked Tyler Perry movies, and it's not because of kind. It's just I cannot relate to it or watch it. I just have nothing in common with his content anymore. So whether it's Good Deeds or Alex Cross, I just cannot. Just don't watch his content. I just can't relate to it. Just can't see myself watching. To each his own, though. That is what it is. But take care, folks. I will talk to you guys next time.